Once you've left Great Casterton and you head south, you come to like the little entrance that I showed you. It takes you down just along by the river. It's not probably one of the best walks with having the A1 literally next to you, but you can hear all the birds and it's actually quite a pleasant area. Just going to film this bit. You never know, Wayne might fall in. That's £250 and you've been framed. Yeah, it was Jeremy Beadle. Hi again. This time we're doing the Pickworth trig point. We're sort of at Great Casterton and sort of headed south on there, picking up the river. It's a lovely walk along here, apart from, like I said earlier, about walking along the next to the A1. But it's a lovely part of the country, and also we've noticed that there's a pub towards the end. We should be doing around about 9 miles again. Once we've actually left Great Casterton, we're heading up Whitehall Road. This should take us towards Walk Farm, I think it is. I don't know how long this footpath actually leads for, but or pavement that actually leads for. Perfectly timed, it's chucking it down. We've got no footpath to walk along, just hopefully it will stop raining soon. Oh well, it started raining. I think we've got about a mile, well, no more than a mile to walk on this road. When it stopped raining, I think we've got about another 10 minutes on Whitehall Road to go before we actually get to the entrance to the farm. We couldn't get in to look at Walk Farm trig point, so we decided to walk further down the road through a gate and go to Pickworth trig point instead. As we were walking along this path, Wayne decided to get his drone out and do a bit of recon work to see what the trig point looked like. Using the drone was very useful. We could actually see that there's a clear walk straight there. It's going to be probably about a half a mile that we've got to walk. Once Wayne had put his bearings, he headed straight to the trig point. The big question is now, do we say we've bagged this one or not? The route you need to follow is well signposted with markers all the way along. You can't really go wrong because there's signs down every the road saying private property, keep out. It doesn't look like much, but this was a surprisingly steep hill. Just in the distance on the right hand side you'll see Turnpole Woods. Follow the path, keeping the hedge to your left hand side. You'll come to like a little junction. You can only go sort of straight ahead, you can't turn right, but there's a sign there saying private property. About 5 minutes down that lane, you'll come to a little gate, go through the gate, and carry on following the path. When you come out onto Pickworth Road, you'll see Woodhead in front of you, which used to be the site of Woodhead Castle and Moat. When you get to Pickworth Road, you turn right. Just up on the left hand side is a farm. My OS map said we could walk through there, but we couldn't see any sign saying that we could, so we asked the farmer. After rerouting on our walk, because we couldn't get to the previous trig point, we decided to do the Pickworth trig point, but we weren't too sure whether we were going to go along a footpath and the sign had fallen down, or go on some farmland private property. But luckily the farm was there, I just asked him if it's okay or whether it was actually a public footpath, and he goes no. But where are you off to? I was just saying, oh, I just want to go through to Pickworth Trig Point, and he says yeah, sure, no problem. So that saves us about 2 miles. We're back on a couple of public footpaths now, and it's a nice area again, nice and quiet apart from those noisy birds. Just walking across the fields, and then we come across a herd of these deer down in the wild. Just coming to the village of Pickworth, another one of those villages that literally has a couple of houses, a church, probably no pub, and hopefully just down there is the lime kilns that we're going to have a little look at later. But I think at the moment that bench over there is calling us for a little snack. Oh, after a break, we're now heading down towards the Trig Point. I think it's roughly about 10-15 minutes just down here. This is the Pickworth Road. We thought we'd have a look at the lime kilns around here, but like many places around here, they don't actually want to go into the area. It looks, that building just in there amongst the trees is the old lime kiln. Still on the same road that hopefully the Trig Point will be on. We know that we're getting closer. This is the bit you've actually seen the place. We've seen about 3 lorries, 2 vans, 6 cars, 2 lambs, 2 ducks. Oh, well, after almost 7 miles, slight diversion, a bit of a disappointment, we've actually came to Pickworth Trig Point. It's an easy one to find. As you can see, it's just in the side of the road, in good condition. It's even got a fancy little plate on, Ordnance Survey. I haven't seen one of these before. Oh, well, that's the 18th Trig Point done. And now we just follow down here. And on the left-hand side, there should be a path that will lead us back to the farm that we've got permission to cut through. Going slightly off piste now. Going down through some probably private woodlands. Oh, well, after going through the woods, we're now walking on the opposite side of this hedge, trying to keep away from the farmer. We don't know whether we're actually on a public right of way, but almost guarantee we're not. We're just going to head to the woods in front of us, which is about another 5 minutes walk, turn right and head down to the end there. And I think we're actually not far from the car. If we want to go into the woods, I think that's where the old castle is, but I think it basically looks like that now. I've only just noticed we're actually picked up the Rutland Round again. Picked up the Rutland Round almost, I think we're on the Rutland Round back at Pickworth, and we left there to go down to the Trig Point, and we came round. When you get to the woods, that's we turn left near that bale of hay. That takes us back onto the Rutland Round, and we'll be following the Rutland Round back to Great Casterton. As we follow the Rutland Round, the path takes you to the left-hand side round here. Don't know what this track used to be. Might have been an old herder's track or something like that, a bit like the drift track back in Pickworth, where they used to take the cattle all the way down to London, doing between 12 and 15 miles a day, which is some going really. But this might be one of those tracks. We just came to the end of the dirt track of the Rutland Round. As you can see, there's a public bridle way. We're now coming onto Pickworth Road, which you're going to be turning right onto, and that will take us down to Great Casterton. I've just stepped out in the middle of a busy road, didn't even check behind me. We're just coming up to Great Casterton, so that's literally 10 miles on the walk now. So I think it's only about another 10-15 minutes back to the car. Oh, well, we're back at the car. That's the end of basically it's just over a 10-mile walk We'll go down to the pub yet and have a pint. If we don't have if we don't video us at the pub, then I hope you enjoyed this walk, and will join me and probably Wayne on another walk sometime. So if this is goodbye, I'll see you soon.